Hi, I'm Matt Asner.
And I'm Nava Pasquitz Asner.
And we're the founders of the Ed Asner Family Center. And this is your opportunity to get out there and walk because we're having a walk.
So get together with your grandmother and your relatives and join a team or found a team and, help us to continue supporting the special needs community.
Thank you very much. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Isabella Hoffman.
I'm Atticus Baldwin, and we're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Yes, we are.
We are walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hi! Oh, hi! We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center. I'm with it. Let's go! Come on!
Hi, I'm Ed Asner, and I want to thank you for walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hi, everybody! Welcome back to another character drawing class with me, Avivah, your art director from the Ed Asner Family Center. I hope you're excited and I hope you have all of your materials ready because we are going to draw some Inside Out characters. Actually, just one character today, which is one of my favorites, and her name is Joy. I hope you guys have all seen this movie because if not, you definitely should go out there and watch it right now with all the time that we have in our hands. It's such a happy movie. It really brightens my spirits and will probably cheer you guys all up too. So I'm going to just jump into it today. So I hope you guys have all of the materials that you need. I have colored pencils here, an inky pen. I've got some cute ones today. And a pencil and some paper. I just want to remind you guys that since this is a live video, I can see your comments. So if you want to say hi or have a question that you want to ask, feel free to put it in the comments. I already see one, and it's from my brother Edwin. How you doing, Eddie? So we are going to get started. I just want to remind you guys that every single week, I really, really would appreciate if you send out some movies that you are interested in, a character that you'd love to do. My brother Will gave me a great idea that maybe next week we can try some Flintstones characters, but it's really up to you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And I also want to let you guys know that I really would love to see the art that you guys make. I see some of our participants posting online and sharing the characters that they draw and giving their own little spin on it makes me so happy to see. So keep in mind that while we do our tutorial today, make it your own, switch it up, give her a different hair color, give her a background that's maybe not so usual to the movie. It's totally up to you. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay. So we are going to be drawing Joy, like I said. So I have the color key here for the colors that you're going to be needing. And we are going to actually start off with our pencil like usual, because we want to make sure that before we are super confident with our sketch, we want to make sure that we're just drawing it out with the pencil first, in case we're going to need that eraser. So I'm only drawing one character today. But if you are inspired by this character and want to draw more of the characters from Inside Out, I suggest making your paper horizontal so you have more space for other characters. Okay, let's get started. So get your pencil. I'm rolling up my imaginary sleeves and let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the head like usual, and we're going to work our way down. Okay, so for our head, she's a little bit tilted off to the sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to have half of her facial features a little bit smaller than the other half. But to start off, we're going to start with a backwards C shape right in the middle of our paper. I suggest starting a little bit closer to the top of your paper. Okay, so there's our C shape. It's a little bit straighter on the top, and this is going to be the curve of her cheek, okay? A small C shape. And now I think we should go up with the hair just to get our outer edges of her head just completed, and we'll work our way in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going up a little bit, and then I'm going to start with the inner bangs, okay? So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to be making some V shapes going into our C shapes. So I'm curving these V shapes in, and this is going to be like her bangs, sort of. So we're going to be curling in, doing some V shapes. So I'm doing some towards the sides of her cheek and some on top of her head, just like that. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so you can see. I'm doing a few V shapes for the hair. And now that we have these inner bangs, we're going to go out to the edges, start a little bit lower, and then come around and just spike it out, going the opposite direction with these V curved, they kind of look like shark fins. So you're making this hair look a little bit spiky here at the kind of like the crown of her head. And then you're going to come back straight and make some little pokey hair coming out that way. Don't feel like you have to be super precise with the hair. Her hair is kind of going all different directions. So no worries if it doesn't look exactly like mine. So now that we have the basic shape of her head, it should look a little bit something like this. And now we're going to work our way in to her facial features. So I'm going to start with this left eye here because this is the biggest one, and then we can base our other eye off of where it lays on the face, okay? So I'm going to be making in between this little hair part right here, I'm going to be making a upside down U. She's got very anime-ish eyes, very curved at the top. So there's our U shape. Okay. And then right underneath it, we're going to be doing a slightly curved line to show that her cheek is coming up a little bit. And that's how we're going to close our U shape. All right. Oh, I see a comment here. And yes, I wanted to also point out that we did lose one of our lovely teachers here at the center, Joanne Laura. So we just want to give our love to her and her family, and thank you for recognizing that. All right. Just to finish off the rest of her face here, I'm going to just move on to the other side of her eye. And so for this eye, it's going to be the same shape, but slightly skinnier than the other one because it's a little bit tilted away from the screen. So another U shape for the eye and another slightly curved line underneath for her cheek. Should look a little bit something like that. And then on the inside of the eye, you're going to be doing a half circle right in the middle. And then on the other side, the left side of the circle will be cut off. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to the screen just so you can see. So you have a circle within a circle, okay? Just like that. And then within that circle, another little circle for the pupil. And you're just going to be cutting off that pupil on the other side a little bit because it's tilted slightly. All righty. We've got our eyes down. Let's move down to that nose, okay? The nose is super, super simple. All it is a very, basically you're going to make a V shape, but going kind of sideways. And it's going to be a little bit curved. So a slightly curved V shape for the nose. And then for the mouth, she's got a kind of sideways smile. So we're going to be making a slightly tilted crescent shape, a little moon shape. So I'm making a very shallow curve here, just like that. And then following the line underneath and making like a capital D. just like that. And then right on the top of her mouth, we are going to be adding in her teeth. And that's just a little line in between that D shape that you just made. I'm looking at her now, and she kind of looks a little bit like Dora the Explorer. She's got a lot of those similar features that a lot of cartoon characters have. So now that we have her facial features, I realized we almost forgot the eyebrow. That's important. So right above her left eye, she's got a little curve, and that's her eyebrow. Nothing too detailed, just a little curve. Eyebrows are important. You never want to forget your eyebrows. They really frame the face. Okay, so now that we have all of her features, we're going to move down to her neck. And I'm going to follow the line of my eye all the way down to the bottom of the face and just curve that line in for the neck, and then following that line on the other side. Just like that, slightly curved line. And then right underneath that neck, you're going to be making a U shape for the neck, like the kind of collar of her shirt. Just like that. So she kind of looks like a floating head right now. So we got to give her dress. So for the dress, on the sides of that U shape that you just made, you're going to be doing 2 lines going out. Just like that. 2 lines going out. And then on the right side, you're going to be bringing that dress down. So curving it in slightly at the waist and letting it kind of flow outwards, just slightly. Oh, Shelby says, I love the Inside Out characters. So happy that you are doing these. I'm so happy we're doing these too. I hope you're drawing with us, Shelby. I miss you. All right, so I'm just finishing off the dress down here at the bottom with a little line just to end our dress. And a really easy dress trick, if you're ever drawing something that's flowing towards the bottom, I suggest making your 2 bottom lines of the dress and leaving a little bit of space in between those lines, okay? See how I left a little bit of space in between? And then I'm just going to be connecting the dress with like a little V shape here. And that's going to show that our dress is flowing by adding a little curved line in the middle and then maybe a little curved line here on the side. And that makes it kind of seem like the dress is not so stiff, you know? Less triangle-y, a little bit more flowing. So I'm going to be following my line, but just to show you guys, just little details like that make it look a little bit more realistic. So there's my curved lines. I'm just going to be doing the same thing on the other side, bringing that line back up to her like armpit area. And then for this arm, since it's facing us a little bit more, it shows off kind of her underarm. So I'm going to be making a slightly dipped line like that, another U shape, and then connecting it to the sleeve. Just like that. So you have kind of a curved sleeve shape there on the side, just like that. And so we're going to make her hands on her hips today because she's a powerful lady. Oh, I don't know if you'd call her a lady. She's not really a human. She's an emotion that the characters in the movie have. The little girl in the movie. It's such a good movie. I might watch that later. So I'm going to be doing our classic little elbow V, bringing it out, bringing it back in towards the waist. And then for the inner arm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come a little bit into our U shape where the sleeve is and bringing it down, following that line. And then for our forearm, just kind of overlapping over that bicep here, just to make it show that she's kind of, it just shows depth, you know, the forearm over the bicep instead of such a straight V, you know, it gives it that depth. We are going to be now making the fist. This is a super simple fist trick. We're going to be going a little curved line, bringing that wrist line a little bit down, and just making a little bit of a curve. So it kind of looks like she's got like a boxing mitt on, kind of, but it's a super easy way to make hands on the hips. Hands are usually one of the trickiest things for people that are beginning out with drawing. I had so much trouble with hands growing up, but just making a kind of like curved hand shape on the hips usually kind of avoids helps you avoid drawing hands if you're not super confident with it yet. But I'm going to be moving on to the other arm now, just doing the same exact kind of elbow shape that I did on the other side, bringing it back down to the waist, bringing that bicep in, and then overlapping that forearm once again. And then doing the same exact kind of fist on this side, but reversed. Okay, bring that wrist down and then curving it, just like that. So we should have our basic arms here. And this is just a really rough sketch so you guys can get the basics on what that kind of body shape looks like. Okay, so now that we have our arms, we can move on to our legs. I realize maybe her eyebrow, we should have two eyebrows here. It looks like there's some space. But now for the legs, her legs are kind of in a strong, wide stance. So I'm actually going to expand her dress a little bit so there's more space for that second leg. And I'm going to start by just coming in a little bit on the dress. So there's a little bit of an edge here. And just making two diagonal lines going out. That might be a little bit too wide of a stance. So not too wide, okay? You're going to be bringing this line in and kind of going a little bit smaller towards the ankles. And then just your basic U shape for the foot. Nothing too detailed with her. Okay. And now for the other side, you're going to do the same exact thing. Just bringing that diagonal line down, making it skinnier towards the foot. And a little round foot down here at the bottom. Super simple. All right, so we have her basic shape now. And I'm going to bring this closer to the screen so you can see that if later on you're watching this and it's not live, now would be a great time to pause it. So you can see if I went a little bit too fast, you can look at these marks that I've made, but in the end, it should look a little bit something like this. And I want you to notice, let's make sure that this is centered. Okay, I want you to notice that I have a few different colors here that I'm using: green, dark blue, orange, yellow, and pink. But I really was very light with my colors. So for her skin, I used an orange and very lightly so I can use different pressures to add different shades and textures. Her dress is a lovely green. And I also added these little designs in here that are kind of like a little sun shape. And it gives it a little bit more of a pizzazz. You can add some stars near her face because she's quite magical. And that's basically it. I hope you had a lot of fun drawing Joy today. I hope to see you guys next Wednesday for our character drawing class. Please, please, please post your picture, your joy online. If you were inspired and you feel like drawing more inside out characters, I'd love to see that too. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. And I miss you guys so much. I hope you're being creative and just crafty. And yeah, thank you for joining us. I'll see you guys next Wednesday, okay? Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Matt Asner.
And I'm Nava Pasquitz Asner.
And we're the founders of the Ed Asner Family Center. And this is your opportunity to get out there and walk because we're having a walk.
So get together with your grandmother and your relatives and join a team or found a team and, help us to continue supporting the special needs community.
Thank you very much. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Isabella Hoffman.
I'm Atticus Baldwin, and we're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Yes, we are.
We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hi. Oh, hi. We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center. I'm with it. Let's go. Come on.
Hi, I'm Ed Asner, and I want to thank you for walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.